Hi, how's it going? I'm Natalie. I'm mostly in the moment, and we're looking at the twin flame energies for the week of December 5th through the 11th. Thank you so much for liking, commenting, subscribing, and donating. It means so much to me. It helps me out so much and helps this channel out so much, so thank you so much for that. And as a way of showing my appreciation and celebrating the upcoming 12/12 portal, I will be giving out a free reading. And my free readings work this way, which is picking a random comment from this post below, and I will be picking it at the beginning of next week's reading on 12/12 in the beginning of the video. So I just pick a random comment from this post below in my next reading on 12/12. And fun fact, the 12/12 portal, which is a 12-day, a 12-month, and it's a 12-year, which some people reduce it to a 3, but it reduces to a 12, 2019. Is also on the full moon of, Gemini? Full moon in Gemini. And it is also happening, the full moon is exact on 12:12 a.m. on the East Coast, which is the East Coast of America. I think Quebec and Ontario, Canada, Peru and South America. And Peru is kind of in its own time zone. It has its own name for the time zone. And it's also happening at 12:12 p.m. In ICT, which is Indochina time, which includes Thailand, Vietnam, and that whole time zone. So I thought it was a fun fact. It's happening on 12/12/12 at 12/12 in the East Coast in the ICT time zone. And it's also happening around the world, whatever hour it is, at the 12 minutes. So just a fun fact, throwing it out there. And with that, let's get started. What is happening with the twin flames this week before 12/12? And there's so many energies coming in. I felt it last night. I felt it this morning. Been doing a lot of clearing, confronting a lot of energies, really, really deep stuff. But if you're on this journey, this wave, which I read for, you have been doing your work. And now when these little things come up that are very significant to your life, they'll be easier to clear. It happens within minutes, hours, days. It's very easy to clear. Okay, so what is happening with the twin flames this week of December 5th through 11th? Oh my goodness, reunion. I've been getting so many good signs and synchronicities, even while I was setting up and putting the intention into this deck. So many cards started flipping out that was so powerful and beautiful, related to literally romantic love. The reunion card. So many reunions are happening and have been happening and are happening right now. This is like the pivotal, optimal moment for a lot of twin flame journeys where physical union is happening. Oh my goodness. I felt it. I knew it. I've been talking to a lot of twin flames. It's in the air. You can feel it. You can sense it. You can taste it. And I've been saying it to a lot of twin flames that you have been getting a lot of things in your life falling into place. You've been getting a lot more signs and synchronicities, especially around this time. It's a very powerful time, kind of like the end of October. And 11/11 in November. Like, this is a powerful, powerful time for our reunions to happen. And it's happening within yourself. That's why a lot of things are coming up. Just last minute things to clear. You've been doing a lot of work. You feel motivated. You feel like getting your life going because reunion is happening for a lot of you, especially on this wave that I've been kind of reading for. You know, reunion is here. You've been getting it in your soul mission, your career, your friends and family. Loose ends are being tied up. People are being let go in your family, in your friends, in your circle that no longer needs to be there. You know, you're concentrating on work that actually matters to you, that is important in life. And, you know, when the twin flame comes into your life, it's like a huge energy. So you start to feel it even before they start coming into your life physically. You start to feel it. You get to see things in your life coming, manifesting, a lot of wishes manifesting, a lot of things falling into place. Like this huge twin flame energy like bumps into your life in every area before they physically, personally arrive. Wow. Oh my goodness. Reunion. I cannot believe this. I know it seems like I've been getting so excited recently, but this because we have so much to be excited for. reunion card, clarifying the reunion card. I was like, oh, I'm going to like, tone it down a little bit this reading. But I mean, when it's exciting, when you know it's here, when you know it's happening, when you know it's magical, you know it. You can feel it. You just know it. This is incredible and exactly what I've been feeling in my recent meditations. And my last few meditations have been very deep, very clearing of deep intimacy issues, sexual energies, any toxic sexual energies, anything from your past relationships that you need to tie up that might have popped up. It's like, oh, that's interesting that popped up. I wonder why. And you'll just kind of address it. Close family and friends that you love so much. For example, for me, it's my grandmother, my mother, and my sister, all of whom I love dearly. The three most important women in my life have been driving me up a wall. They know I love them so much and they take advantage of that. And it was so kind of just like, wow, I can't believe the people I love the most have been, abusing their energies towards me. And kind of, I've been seeing them repeat their cycles now because you've kind of gotten out of so many cycles yourself. If you're at this point coming into union, that you can see when the people around you, especially your loved ones, since you're around them the most and care about them, you can see them going through these repetitive cycles. For example, my mother doesn't take care of herself and she just had another mini stroke recently, and I happened to be there. I happened to be at the other few strokes that she had too, and I'm just like, you have to take better care of yourself. And I'm like, I can't just keep taking her to appointments and doing everything for her when she's ill, when she doesn't take care of herself. My grandmother, like taking her to her appointments and she can't walk and she weighs more than me. So it's like, it's a trek. And I love her so dearly, but I'm like, she has so many children and so many grandchildren. How did I end up being the only one taking her to all her appointments? And then my sister, my dear sister that I love so much, more than anyone else in this world, just got engaged recently, which is so exciting. I've been waiting for it. I was so, tears started coming down my face when I know that she's, found the one that she's, the love of her life that she's going to spend the rest of her life with. And just the things that she's going through with her patients and her schooling and her interviews and everything, and having me run around helping her, which I don't mind because I love spending time with her, but it's just like, goodness. That's the kind of energy you're dealing with. Getting rid of even the people that you love the most. Dealing with some of these dark moments that aren't even dark moments anymore. You don't see them as tower moments anymore because you are so in control of your emotions, of your mind, of your spirit, of your physical body. You are so in it, twin flame. You have complete control over your destiny, over your fate. In the sense that you trust the universe wholly and completely, and you believe it. And when these things come out, when deep intimacy issues, things with your exes, your loved ones, things to do with self-identity and self-worth, which is really important. We are all seeing, some of us are seeing our families and friends a lot during this holiday season. And it's kind of, can you be this new version of yourself with people from your past, like your family, like your old friends, like people you haven't seen for a while, like strangers on the street? Can you be the new you? It's hard. It takes time. It takes a while to get used to being this new version of yourself without being embarrassed, without being like, oh, are they going to accept me? Being completely and wholly you. Wow, I'm sorry. I know I said a lot, but I needed to tell you guys this because these are the little things that you need to clear in order to come into full, complete physical union. And I needed to just let it out. I just needed to let you guys know because these are the things that are going to come up. Things in your sexual preferences that might make you feel ashamed, that might make you feel like, am I weird? Am I different? Do I have a problem? Being ashamed of being very sexual and showing your sexuality, and because sexual energy is very powerful. It's very powerful magic, actually. And it's kind of sad to see sometimes when it's being misused or people are misguided with their sexual energy. But sexual energy is a very big topic right now. Self-identity, self-worth. You're being tested to see, can you be yourself in these situations? You're going to see situations that you've had before come up, and you're going to have to address them and see, can you be yourself? Sometimes you had to take baby steps. Sometimes you just had to put yourself out there and give it a go. I'm sorry that I have to go on and on about this, but reunion is happening. And so I'm going to tell you what you need to clear, or if these things come up, maybe address it. And if you can't handle so much energy, I got Archangel Michael that came through recently that said, like, he will protect you. Archangel Michael will shield you, or whatever higher guidance or higher power protector that you believe in will shield you from the energies if it's too much for you. But for those that have been following my readings, that I know have been doing the work, that have gone through the dark night of the souls, that have gone through cycles and cycles and broke them, and then kind of relapsed but came back and broke those cycles for good, have been working on themselves, have been their new versions of themselves, and been putting themselves out there and doing the work, even though it's so hard and awkward and embarrassing and difficult and lonely and sad and, you know, triggering and just so much. It's all worth it. It's all worth it, because reunion is here. And if you don't have the physical union happening right now, like the person, your twin flame appearing in your life right now, the energies around the twin flame union are here, are going to be surrounding you, are surrounding you right now. You're going to see it with all the things in your life lining up right now. Wow. Okay. How is the masculine feeling about the feminine? Now to continue with our reading. How is the masculine feeling with it? The masculines are ready to receive this union. They're ready to come out of hiding. They're ready to feel like they're not in a deep, dark world. This is a beautiful, light world with beautiful, lovely energies, and they're ready to meet this new world. So some clarifiers. How's the masculine feeling about the feminine? Two of Pentacles. So I feel like divine masculines have been integrating into this twin flame energy. So I have a feeling that the divine feminine heart energy is going to be very similar, because we have been integrating into union for a while now, especially in this last few months. When did it start? August, September. And then we've been doing specific kind of work throughout fall. And now time has come. I've been saying recently that the twin flames who have been very in hermit mode, very lonely or closed off, or been doing a lot of internal spiritual work by themselves in the last few years, the last few winter seasons. This winter season, you're coming out, you're being more social, you're doing things that are that resonates with your heart, and this has been literally pulling you to your twin flame so fast, so quickly. There are so many twin flames I've been talking to that have been doing the work. It's been so difficult, so weird, so bizarre. Some of the stories are just like, this is real life? Yeah, this is real life. It is happening. Wow. Divine Feminine is the Knight of Swords. So I feel like there's there's already communication going on telepathically with your heart, with your mind. Definite songs, synchronicities, signs, just little events, animals, feeling of deja vu, or feeling of I know this is supposed to happen, a deep feeling of this is here. The change that I've been waiting for is here. The wish that I've been waiting for is here, is granted. My twin flame is here. I can feel the energy, and I feel like the telepathic communication has been like on fire, like crazy. So we got the Lovers card and the Magician card. Wow. Manifesting romantic union with your one true love, the one who matches you, that is meant for you, that is the one for you. Yeah. I feel like there is the divine feminines can feel it more. Like I feel like the divine feminines can feel, because these are two major arcanas, the divine feminines can pick up on these energies, because the divine feminine energies in general are more receptive. They can pick up signals and signs quicker and easier. So the divine feminines are definitely picking up the signs, synchronicities from their divine masculines, from this union happening now, much more easily and quicker and more frequently. It's kind of like next level telepathic communication going on here. I don't even think the divine masculines know. Like, they have an idea that they are communicating with the divine feminines, but I don't think they have an idea of how much and how often, how strongly they're communicating with the divine feminines on an energetic level. All right, so what is the divine masculine thinking about the divine feminine? What are their thoughts when it comes to the divine feminine? Three of Swords. Okay, so there's some sort of underlining sadness coming up. I think because as the divine masculine is coming closer to this energy, before it was really like exuberantly happy, excited, wanting to rush to the divine feminine and tell them about all these ideas that they have. There's a little bit of sadness coming up for the divine divine masculine now. I think the divine feminine might have picked up on it, because it's kind of like, oh, that's not my energy. Where is this coming from, right? Divine masculine's thoughts about the divine feminine. The end of a cycle, the death card. Okay, so I feel like there's some sort of sadness for the divine masculine that this old cycle is ending. Okay, I did get some sort of like sadness in the fact that divine masculines were not able to express themselves before in this connection, express themselves as who they really are to not just their divine feminines but to the world. Maybe they had an idea, had a spark a clue that the divine feminine was bringing out who they truly were, but they didn't understand it at the time, or it made them really confused. They had a lot of internal work to do in the meantime, and so they're kind of looking back at this connection. There's a lot of reviewing going on at this time too, because what happens before you come into reunion with someone, you might not realize it, but you review a lot of things: past relationships, your connections with other loved ones, clearing out connections with loved ones that are blocking you, so you can get more love from other loved ones, right? So the divine masculines are kind of going through this kind of clearing that, like, oh, I was able to be myself with the divine feminines, or more myself, or they allow me to be myself, or they pull it out of me, and I didn't recognize this before, or I couldn't tell them this before. It was difficult for me to explain this, or show my emotions, or I regret not being able to express myself the way I am now back then. Okay. Wow. Divine feminine's thoughts is divine timing, destined, fated event happening right now. So I definitely feel like divine feminists are on board. They're like, yep, this is happening. I already knew it. This is happening now. I can feel it. This size synchronicity is like crazy at this time for the divine feminines. And I feel like the truth is coming out. The truth is coming out for the divine feminine. I feel like for a lot of divine feminists who kind of were in disbelief, like as it came up in my previous few readings, it's so big and so in your face now that it's like undeniable. This is real. This is happening, and this is happening now. Wow. Divine masculines' action towards their divine feminines. Divine masculines, walking away. Okay, so the divine masculines they have like three really kind of not sad, but kind of like a mournful cards and energy. I feel like they're really they're like walking away from something, reviewing something. Okay. There is some sort of it's not regret, but they don't like it. These things that are going to pop up right now are kind of unpleasant. Some of it's going to be ugly and nasty and disgusting. I know I've been doing a lot of clearing for the collective in general, so some of these energies I'm like, this is definitely not mine, and I don't think I didn't feel that it was from my past life, so I'm like, I'm definitely clearing for the collective right now. And some of these energies are really nasty, disgusting, like gross, and like needs to be transmuted. So I've been doing a lot of clearing for the collective, and so in the Twin Flame Collective for the Divine Masculines, they are reviewing and they don't like it. They don't like some of these like things that happened in the past. It's unpleasant. And even though they are so like on board, ready to go to the Divine Feminines, excited, what comes with that is a little bit of what happened last time, what happened before, who was I last time, how have I changed? Like, you know, it's kind of like confronting your old self. It's like, oh, I remember when I was like that. I didn't like who I was then. Or, you know, I can't believe that that's the person I was, or those are the actions I took, or that I didn't have enough courage to take a leap of faith back then, or to open up my heart, or say what was really on my mind, or, you know, understand the complex emotions that were going on then, or, you know, to admit that I felt something, but like I didn't know what it was, to admit that I didn't know something. Like the Divine Masculines are really, really spiritually evolved now. They can admit when they don't know something and know how to figure it out, know how to pursue that topic, that interest, that area of study, that emotion, that situation. They know how to unpack it, really, and resolve, release, heal, transmute. They know how to do all these things now. So it's really hard for them to see who they were, because it's like, you know, it's like, wow, I had it really rough back then. Like, I can't believe I didn't even know how to deal with these kind of emotions or situations, and now I'm a completely different person. And not that it was a easy situation at all. Dealing with your twin flame, a love like this, a power like this, it's really difficult. It's a big moment in life. So, I mean, kudos to the Divine Masculines to recognize that that was a huge thing, dealing with the twin flame before in the past, and that they have the courage and strength and the know-how to approach it again. Okay, the Divine Feminine's actions towards their Divine Masculines at this time. Okay, so the Page of Cups and the Ace of Cups. So the Divine Feminines are really, because the Divine Masculines have the Knight of Cups here in reverse. The Divine Feminines are the one who is reaching out to Divine Masculines with a lot of love, with a lot of hey, let's give this a go. I'll give this another chance. There's a lot of hope here. There's a lot of promise here. Like, this is something big, and it's worth exploring. It's worth getting into. It's worth putting a little bit of love and elbow grease into. It's really magical, and it's like the Divine Feminine is giving hope and courage and support to the Divine Masculines as they kind of review the past instances and situations between the two of you in the connection. The Divine Feminine is the one who's bringing hope, love, support. into the connection right now. Divine masculines have been doing it recently, and now it's the divine feminine's turn, so we feel it. The divine feminines have an easy time receiving energies, and there's a lot of powerful energies going on right now. So the divine feminines are having a bit more easier time receiving, even though these are powerful, huge energies, just because I think the divine feminines are kind of used to dealing with these huge energies and these powerful love energies. Divine feminines, I mean, love, that's you. You are love. Okay, the Three of Swords and the Fool card reverse. Yeah, because I feel like the divine feminines can feel the divine masculines kind of, there's no hesitation. They know this is a new start. But they're allowing the divine masculines to kind of express themselves in the way that they choose to. So I feel like the divine masculines, they're ready to kind of not explain themselves, but express themselves and do it in their own way. And the divine feminine is giving the divine masculine space enough to do that. A lot of love, a lot of encouragement. It's kind of like divine feminine is finishing the divine masculine's sentence or the divine masculine's thoughts. I don't know, kind of making it easier for the divine masculine at this time. Okay, so what is the overall energy for the twin flames? Beginning of December. Page of Swords. Wow, okay, Page of Swords. So there is like the feeling of a start of communication. It's a little bit of like a reunions happening, reunions here, but when reunions happening, it means tying up loose ends. It's kind of like when you're moving into a new house, you got to pack up all the old stuff. It's like everyone's packing up their old things, have a donate pile, throw away pile, keep pile, and that's what you're kind of doing with everything in life right now. So you can receive your twin flame, because this time we're going to keep in union, right? We're going to keep ourselves in physical union, and in order for that to happen, we have to do these last minute things. This is the perfect week to do that. Pack away old things, resolve them, deal with them, acknowledge them, confront them, do it in baby steps, do it in big steps, however you want to do it, because reunion is here and you feel the energies. You've been feeling this massive energy for days and weeks and months now, and you're going to feel it even stronger and stronger and stronger as we go through December into 2020. So I hope you enjoyed that reading. It was a pleasure reading for such a beautiful, high vibrational audience. I am Tali, reminding you to stay mostly in the moment, and I wish you so much love, light, and peace.